Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st
down. Complete to Tyler Boyd. A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jaguars nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up
an extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
touchdown of the season, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
The 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jacksonville. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. Right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 the first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds Cole. Get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It moves defense, they got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park.
Throw for it's intercepted. Jalen Townsend picks it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew the pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on TV.
And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one down for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at full steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Get this all the way to midfield. Work it down to 39. And wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He finds Beckham complete. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
You thought you had it. You thought you took
Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now for the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they got the extra point. We've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings will set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Jaguars 21. Dan
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Jaguar first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called. Outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
See if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
He will score. Touchdown. Touchdown number 20 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
For the point after.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Second down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Gain of a yard.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start. Trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And going deep for Hill. Double team looks intercepted. Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Desmond,
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Side of a swing pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll drop to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Nassib in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the ground. Able to hit his Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
In this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what it is right now. It's just locked in a really bad way.
In the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So
here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give. This is Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
22-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this anthem. This is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And it really came together with a good week of practice. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 7 yards.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to let that one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They hand it off to Mostert, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up second.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
The quarterback keeps it. Today's final score, Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA
The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.